morning, everybody, and welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, June 3rd. Do not adjust your televisions. I'm not Lisa Hart. Michael Taylor in for Lisa Hart. We're going to see her in just a minute, though. On our show today, we have Concerned Citizens with Richard Snyder, and we will hear from Amazing Hearing with Ann Mundell-Noel. Let's take a look at our local weather for today, for this weekend. And it's still those clouds out there. Can't do much about that one, but we do want to take a look at the temperatures, and it's going to be 68 today. Low was 56 degrees. Basically the 60s, and we're going to even a little cooler on Monday. So sorry, no break in this cool, cloudy weather pattern. But if you're traveling, you want to get out of town and get away from it, well, we have some options for you. San Diego, going to be cool. Anything along the coast, still going to be cool and cloudy. Santa Barbara, the same thing. But get out to Palm Springs, and you will have a world of difference. 100 degrees out there. Lake Tahoe, the Big Bear, the Mammoth, all the mountains are going to be really nice, and they have those really cool overnights. Las Vegas, pretty much like Palm Springs, about 98 degrees, and that'll be your weekend. Sunrise is 5:41, and sunset is 7:57. Okay, we're going to go to break right now, but when we come back, we're going to hear from Richard Snyder, Concerned Citizens.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. So how did Hoag become Orange County's highest-ranked hospital? It's not just our advanced therapies or nationally recognized primary care. It's our people. They're the amazing human beings ready to serve you, and the right one can make a huge difference in your path to wellness. So wouldn't that be someone you'd like to get to know? We think so. Hi, we're Hoag. Visit hoaghealth.org.
Hi, welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Plains. I'm from Fullerton, California. I absolutely love Dr. V. I am very happy to drive from Fullerton to Laguna Woods. I was having an issue with my vision. There was strobe light going off in my eye. Dr. Vias was able to get me in to see him the next day. Once I met him and he diagnosed the problem with my eye, I felt very comfortable with him, and I'm just really happy that I found him.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Richard Snyder, who is here on behalf of Concerned Citizens. Well, welcome. Thanks for making it in.
Well, thank you very much, Lisa Hart. Yeah.
Well, we're very happy to have you here. And what a great event you guys have coming up. And before we jump into that, though, let's learn a little bit about you. You've been in the village 10 years.
10 years. Sue and I moved in 10 years ago. We were on a cruise, and somebody sent us an email saying, "We found a perfect place for you to live." Well, I don't know. But then we came back, and it was perfect. And so
Great. So you've been here 10 years. You're very involved.
Yes. Way more involved than we were when we were both teaching. Now retirement is no picnic.
Well, you keep busy, and that's the important
right.
thing, right? Now, an interesting story about yourself is you have grown up having MS, and more power to you. You've been doing great, and for 45 years.
Well, actually, it's over 50 now.
Okay.
'Cause I wrote the book in 2014.
Oh, gotcha.
So anyway.
Okay.
But anyhow, yeah, I'm still thriving. I think I've learned to adapt, and I've learned to accept help from people.
Right.
And I think that's a key point in people.
I was going to say, that's always hard for people, isn't it?
Well, many people have a hard time, I could do it myself. And when you learn to let people help you, you give them the pleasure of, I don't know, it's a two-way street.
Right, right. Okay. So you guys have a writers' symposium that's coming up, and it looks like you have lots of great folks who have written books, and each, of course, is their own type of genre or story or whatever the case might be. So tell me about the symposium and why you guys are doing it.
Well, we have Tuesday night, first Tuesday meetings, and we usually have really good speakers, but we had so many people cancel, and we decided, well, we have so many good writers, let's put on the Writers' Symposium. So,
okay.
So we had 6, we have more than 6 writers, and we met and talked about our books and decided how we were going to do it, and it's going to be great, it's going to be fun.
So you have a couple of members here of Hassan Alif.
Yes.
So he wrote a book.
He wrote several.
Oh, okay.
He's got one that's not quite finished. I've been editing, I do editing too, so it isn't quite finished, but he's going to talk about a book called My Brother Stuart.
Okay, excellent. And then Sue Modell is going to be doing one.
Yes, she wouldn't really tell us what she's going to be talking about.
Okay.
But it's up to her, yeah.
And then you, of course, have written a book, and you said you wrote it a while ago.
I wrote it in 2014.
Okay, all right. And then Sue has also written one or more.
She's got 4 or 5 now. She just has been writing since she could hold a pencil.
I love it. She's calling it Essays by the One and Only Grandma Sue.
Not fit for under 60.
Not suitable for those under the age of 15. And then we have Latifa, and hers is called Ha Ha Among the Trumpets. Interesting.
Right. Latifa she's been teaching and acting, and she taught in Indonesia, and she started up in San Francisco. I'm not exactly sure what, but she's kind of a sleeper. She's got so much going on in her life.
She's sort of under the radar, huh?
Yeah, under the radar, right? Yeah, and she's our peace chair in the village, and very wonderful. We have wonderful people.
I know, and Warren is the last one that's just listed on this one.
Yeah.
So what about his book?
Warren lived in the Netherlands for I think 30 years and worked for the Rand Corporation, and his book, he's a co-author in the book about how to deal with situations under pressure when you don't really have any idea of what you're doing. Sort of like what happened with COVID, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, what are we going to do? Well, we don't know.
I know. They kind of by the seat of your pants, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
And so we're interested to find out what he's going to actually say, how he's going to deal with that. So all
of these authors are going to be speaking at your event that's happening, your meeting that's on Tuesday, June 6th.
Yes,
in the
Clubhouse,
evening, right?
Clubhouse 7 at 7 p.m.
Got it. Okay, perfect. And then, why do you think everybody wrote? Like, what was their purpose?
People have so much to say, and when you make it easy for them to publish something that they can hand to their kids, and that's what self-publishing is. It's easy. And if you know exactly what to do because you've done it before, it's free. Because it doesn't cost anything. If you want to do it exactly right, it costs you a little bit in the beginning to get a right book cover and to have someone edit, but because we're not interested in making money from selling books, really, we'll sell them, but we're more interested in getting people to look at them, read them. So.
Well, a lot of times I've talked to authors when they say, you're right, they're not interested in selling, but they might be more interested in speaking engagements. So they'll go places and talk about the book and talk about why they wrote it and things like that. A lot of people will pay for that.
Yes, and you can usually include a copy of the book.
Yes.
For the $10 fee, you get a copy of the book, and you can ask me anything you want. And I've done a few of those, but I'm up for that anytime.
You said you taught. What did you teach?
For 29 years, I taught in the Westminster Elementary School District from 2nd grade through 8th grade.
Okay.
And I did a science specialist thing for a few years, and it was a great career, but I got to retire, 12 20 years ago, and they keep sending me a check every month.
Oh, yes, that pension.
Teachers got it made, yeah.
That's right, that's right. Excellent. All right, well, let's talk about the event one more time at the meeting, Tuesday, June 6th at 7 p.m., Clubhouse 7. And you come early at 6:30 for refreshments and conversation. Members are free and non-members are $3. And that's great. And you, of course, can always get in touch with you guys. Email cclagunawoodsvillage@gmail.com.
Right.
And then, of course, if they want more information, they can always go to the website.
And you can go to the website and see any of the meetings that we've had for years, because they've been recorded on TV6.
Exactly.
They're on the YouTube stations. And
fantastic. Well, thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it, and congratulations.
well, I hope to see you there, Lisa. Do you ever come to those meetings?
No. You know what? If it's not during the daytime, I usually don't do any of them.
Well, we'll give you the site. You can look at it.
But I
sometime
can
during
look
on your
absolutely.
lunch break. You can,
I will. I
watch
will
it.
look at it. All right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right, Richard. Thank you. If you want more information about the meeting or anything that the Concerned Citizens is doing, you can certainly send an email to cclagunawoodsvillage@gmail.com. Or as I mentioned, you can go to lagunawoodsvillage.com and type in Concerned Citizens, and it'll bring you right to the information. We'll be right back.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials, at 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio, or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care from USC Dental School and has been serving the Laguna Woods community for over 16 years. At Laguna Woods Dental, our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer a convenient plan for $250 a year that includes exam, x-rays, and all types of cleanings are covered. Our office is located right outside of gate number 3. Come book your appointment today.
Hi, I'm Amazing Hearing's first patient. Anne is so compassionate and kind.
10 years ago, Maggie drove nearly 2 hours from her home near the mountains for a routine hearing appointment. Amazing Hearing is proudly celebrating its 10th anniversary of serving you and your hearing healthcare needs. Come into our office and find out why Amazing Hearing has been named the best place to buy a hearing aid in Orange County. We're located in the Trader Joe's El Torito Shopping Center.
Welcome back. We have Anne Mundell-Noel here on behalf of Amazing Hearing. Well, welcome. How are you?
I'm great, Lisa. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and we're glad you can make it in because, as I understand it, May is Better Hearing Month. What does that mean?
So it's an awareness to the public that hearing is important. At the age of 60, 20% of the population has a hearing loss. At the age of 70, 68% of the population has a hearing loss. Wow. So we really should start to take notice and maybe start to get a baseline in our 60s.
Right.
And that's what it's all about, just awareness.
Okay, and that's good to know because, you know, especially those statistics, you know, after 60, 20% could be cause of anything, right? I mean, could be, I guess I wonder because we often think, well, we played our music so loud as kids. Is that affecting it? Or is it just aging, or what are some of the processes that's happened?
Yeah, so in the United States, it is noise exposure. So we definitely have more noise than some other countries do that can contribute to it. A big thing is our diet. So the more that we eat healthy, the better we do for hearing. And that people go, how is that related?
Yeah.
Well, the ear or the organ for hearing is the size of a pea, so the size of our fingertip. So the blood flow going in and out of that organ is crucial. So basically what we want to do is try to have a healthier lifestyle. The more we take care of ourselves, we drink water, we exercise, the better we eat, then the better our overall health is.
Right.
And when that is improved, then our hearing is improved. Because we do see countries, Mediterranean countries, where they don't have hearing loss with aging. Okay, like why is that if that really is the way?
Right.
One, they don't have as much noise, but two, the other factor is the way that they eat.
Gotcha. And then also all of the things that you mentioned help your blood circulation. So that would be key, I think, for that. So that's a good point.
For sure.
So, I think it's been said, and I think you have even said it, is that there is a correlation of hearing loss and dementia. Why is it causing dementia to happen?
So the Lancelot studies, which have come out a few years ago, they show that if the brain does not get a full spectrum of sound, it doesn't have all the tools to process, right? So if I don't hear it correctly, then I have to spend more time getting the message to the brain. I have to think, did you say me? Did you say knee? Did you say fish? Did you say dish? So I'm taking time to process it. I don't have time to hold on to it, retain it, and store it. So the dementia comes when we get miscommunication in the beginning. We didn't get the message in correctly. Then the brain doesn't have time to process it and store it. So it loses it. So the whole idea is that with hearing loss, we want to give the brain back that full spectrum of sound, and the way we do that is through today's amplification.
And here we're showing on the screen right now that the brain is in control, which is often we've talked about how the brain does control much of what it is that we're hearing. Which goes first, the actual hearing of sound or words? Or both?
So as the mechanism, the mechanism to get the sound to the brain is the hearing loss, right? So the inner ear isn't processing the way that it should, so the brain is not getting the full spectrum. So think of like vision. Okay, if the eye starts to deteriorate, then I don't have as much clarity of vision, then I need to go get it corrected. It's the same thing with hearing. If the brain isn't getting that full spectrum of sound, then it deteriorates for comprehension, understanding, but it's putting a lot of stress on the body itself,
right.
And that's the key. Also, what is related to hearing loss is balance.
Yeah.
We don't realize it, but the hearing system and the balance system are in that same bony structure. So when one is affected, the other is affected. If we don't hear well, we can't localize as well, we lose our comprehension, and then we get tinnitus or ringing in our ears, and that's all caused from lack of hearing. So all those things are really important to pay attention to.
Well, I wonder why we don't pay attention to our hearing as much as maybe we pay attention to our vision. Because often, they'll go in and they'll get glasses or they'll get their eyes checked, but they don't necessarily get their hearing checked.
Well, I think that vision is 15 years ahead of hearing. So what that means is before, if you remember in the old days, people got called 4 eyes and Coke bottle, and they're like, I'm not going to wear my glasses till I really need them. Well, then contact lenses became available, and people were like, oh, now they wear glasses socially, right? Stylish, even without lenses, because they're fun. Well, the same thing is starting to happen with hearing, not only because the hearing aids are becoming discreet. I can have them in my ears and nobody even knows that I have them on. Right. They connect to technology, they connect to the TV, they connect to your cell phone. But more importantly, now younger people are wearing AirPods, right? They're wearing those white, like Q-tip looking things coming out of their ears. Well, now if I can put a hearing aid in and I can have all that functionality and I can improve the quality of my hearing and I feel better, it's a win-win. So we are seeing a lot more younger people coming in. Okay. Even in the last week, I had somebody who's got almost very normal hearing with a very mild loss in the higher pitches, and they loved the hearing aids. They said, oh my gosh, it's brighter, it's clearer, the tinnitus went away. And that's what we're really looking for.
Okay, and that's really good to know. And so what does somebody do to start? I mean, to come in and visit with you, what's the process?
So the best way to start is just going to see an audiologist, which is somebody who's got a master's or doctorate degree in hearing science. Versus going to a dispenser. If you're going to just buy a hearing aid, that's where people might start with a dispenser, but really going to an audiologist, getting a good diagnostic test, and then going from there as to wherever you want to go to have that prescription fulfilled.
And then in your facility, you have lots of different things to choose from to try out, and that's what you can also do, is you can help the patient learn about the various technologies that are out there. And you always have something amazing to share with us, and I know you do today too, it's called Oticon?
Oticon.
Oticon.
So the Oticon Real is the new hearing aid. Oticon is a Danish company that's been around for over 100 years, but they have just improved on the quality of their product. It now has better speech and noise processing, but their processing is called deep neural networking. So it processes the way that the brain processes. So it uses artificial intelligence to help pull the words from the background noise better. So the hearing aid that you do get matters. The quality of the sound matters. The clearer sound I can give the brain, the better the processing. So we have them at all price points. You don't have to go to the highest level in order to get that technology.
Yeah, because I think insurance is also 15 years behind too. It's not. It's
More
not,
than that. That's
it's
a
not
whole nother
paying-
subject.
I know it's not paying enough for people to be able to get the best technology, which is unfortunate because certainly people do need some of the better technology, especially when you want to do the T-coil or you want to do, you want to have those other devices to connect and things like that. So hopefully they'll come along soon. Now I know you're still visiting Uganda and you're still collecting your bottles. Tell me about what's happening over there.
We are excited. We're still collecting plastic bottles and aluminum cans. So anybody, you don't have to even be a patient of our office, can stop by. We're in the Trader Joe shopping center, but it's only plastic bottles and aluminum cans with the California CRV label on them. So we're not taking all recycling, just California CRV recycling.
Okay.
But we have already put in 10 water wells just from that program, and we are excited because we're almost ready to do another one.
Oh, well, good. Yeah, you said you were going to be heading over there in the next couple months. And what is that like? I mean, when you go there, are they excited to see you because they've known you so long?
Oh, my goodness. We go to a new place every time that we go, kind of trying to stay where we're at. But they see our white skin, and they call us a Mazunga, which means a white skin, and it means you bring hope. So they're always so excited to see us, and we have a huge project that we're doing this coming time in July, so I'll tell you more about that at a later date.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much for the information.
Thanks.
If you want more information about anything that we have discussed, you can always get in touch with Amazing Hearing at 949-667-9818, and they were the best of Orange County by the Orange County Register. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the RadNet Health Spot. I'm Stephanie Landon, talking to you today about prostate health. The prostate is a gland found only in men. It's part of the male reproductive system, and it's shaped sort of like a walnut. The prostate continues to grow throughout a man's life. By the time you reach the age of 40, your prostate might have gone from the size of a walnut to the size of an apricot. And it can continue to grow until it's as big as a lemon by the time you reach the age of 60. All of this growth can cause some problems. If the prostate becomes very enlarged, it can squeeze the urethra and make it difficult to pee. This can become a non-cancerous condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH for short. This growth can also lead to prostate cancer if the cells in the prostate gland begin to grow out of control. Prostate cancer is extremely common as men age. In its early stages, there are generally no signs of prostate cancer. The most effective way to find it early is through regular PSA screenings with your physician. PSA stands for prostate-specific antigen. If there are high levels of this, it may indicate a potential for prostate cancer.
Welcome back. Hey, we have got a great movie for you for this Saturday. It's going to be Creed 3. It is the trilogy of these movies. There's going to be a lot of punching, a lot of action, but also some heart to it, and kind of a little bit of backstory about Adonis Creed and his life before he became that boxer. So that one's going to be a fun one, and it's brought to us by Memorial Care. We have the Father's Day brunch. It's going to be June 18. Don't forget about Dad, guys. Make sure, if you still have a dad around, make sure you honor him, and hopefully your kids are honoring you. It's going to be at the clubhouse, 11 a.m. Tickets are $35. Children 6 to 10 are going to be $17.50, and 5 and under, no charge. Pretty nice. Catered by Martinez. All right, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy that. And now let's take a look at our weather one more time as we leave you. Yeah, it's been May, it's been gray, but June is here, and now it's June gloom. So what are you going to do? It continues. Like I said, 68 today, 67, 63. It's going to be cool for a while. If you're thinking about getting away this weekend, if you're already plans to head out for the rest of next week, you got some good opportunities to get some heat, but head out to that desert. Palm Springs, 100, Las Vegas, 98. Everything else really going to be still cool and socked in at the coast, no matter where you go. The mountains are pretty nice temperatures up there. You can still get away from some of the clouds, but not always. So have a great weekend, guys. And that's going to be it for this edition of This Day. Thanks for joining us. I'm Michael Taylor, in for Lisa Hart, and we will see you on Monday.
O'Connor Mortuary has been healing hearts, inspiring trust, and comforting souls since 1898. As one of the oldest family-owned and operated mortuaries in California, we are proud to be a long-standing pillar in the community. Our unwavering commitment to providing support in a time of need is what sets us apart and allows us to build strong bonds with each family we serve. Thank you for choosing us for 125 years.